Hi, in today's episode of Maths is Not a Mystery, we're going to be looking at expanding 3 brackets in algebra. This is a higher level and it goes up to some of the higher grades, grades 7, 8, potentially nudging a little bit beyond that. It's the most complicated piece of bracket expansion that you'll be expected to do. And it's not a very common thing to learn, so let's take a look at it. Think back as we go along to the idea of expanding 2 brackets and expanding a single bracket and collecting like terms. All of those things are in earlier videos. If you struggle with any of it, go back and check those videos, because in this section we're going to be putting together all of the skills that we've already learned. So how do you expand 3 brackets? Well, what you do is you start off by expanding 2 of the brackets. Now, it really doesn't matter which 2 brackets you expand. I always tend to do the first 2, but it doesn't really make any difference at all. And as long as you make it clear when you're writing your answer down in an exam, nobody is going to make a fuss about which way round you did it. However, I'm going to start with the first 2. So do this as normal. X times 2x is 2x squared. X times 3 is 3x. Minus 2 times 2x is minus 4x. Minus 2 times 3 is minus 6. Okay, that's the first expansion of those 2 brackets. Now, of course, we collect the like terms together now, don't we? We've got 2x squared, then we've got 3x minus 4x. That leaves you with minus 1x. And then we've got minus 6. That's the end of that first section. If you were just expanding those 2 brackets, you've finished the question now. But we've got this extra section on here. So I'm going to bring down that x minus 7. And I'm going to multiply it by my new answer, 2x squared minus x minus 6. Now there's a complication here because inside this bracket there are 2 elements and inside this bracket there are 3 elements. When it's different to each other like this is, the easiest way to do it is to do this. Multiply everything in the second bracket by the first element and then multiply everything in the second bracket by the second element. Okay, so I've got 2 elements in the first bracket, x and minus 7. I'm going to do 2 expansions here, 2 single bracket expansions. So on this one, x multiplied by 2x squared is going to be 2x cubed. Hope you're happy with that. Okay, the 2 has nothing else to multiply it by. The x squared is multiplied by x, so there's cubed now. X times minus x is the next thing, and x times minus x is minus x squared, and x times minus 6 is minus 6x. Alright, that's the expansion of the first part of that question. Now we'll expand the second part. Minus 7 times 2x is times 2x squared is minus 14x squared. Minus 7 times minus x, 2 minuses make a plus, so minus 7 times minus x is going to be plus 7x, and minus 7 times minus 6 is going to be plus 42. So what we've done so far now then is we've got an answer for expanding the first part just by x, and an answer for expanding by minus 7. I'm going to write those out now at a full long line. It doesn't really matter what order. I'm just going to start from the beginning here and then carry on here. So 2x cubed minus x squared minus 6x, that's the top line done, minus 14x squared plus 7x plus 42. And now it's just a matter of collecting like terms. Now be careful because the terms are different if you've got a cubed or a squared or just a regular x. In terms of the cubes we've only got that, so that's 2x cubed. That's going to stay in the final answer. In the x squareds we've got a minus x squared and a minus 14x squared. So minus 1 minus another 14 is minus 15, minus 15x squared. In our regular x's, we've got minus 6 plus 7. So that's just 1x, so that's plus x. And then finally that number at the end, plus 42. And that's it, we've finished. Okay, so reminder of what we've done then. We've multiplied together two of the brackets. So we've expanded them, we've simplified them as far as we can. We've then multiplied our new answer by the remaining bracket, and in order to do that we've separated the two elements from the first bracket and multiplied everything else by those elements. And then we've written out the entire answer, the pair of answers in fact, and simplified it. And that's it. Now that's complex, so we're going to do another one, and this time it would be useful maybe if you stay a step ahead of me. Try and work out what I'm going to be doing next as we go along. See if you can test yourself. So the first thing we're going to do is to multiply two brackets. X plus 3, 3x minus 4. Okay, standard two bracket multiplication. X times 3x is 3x squared. X times minus 4 is minus 4x. 3 times 3x is 9x squared. Sorry, it's 9x. I do apologise. I'm thinking ahead. And 3 times minus 4 is minus 12. Okay, now simplify that. So we've got 3x squared minus 4x plus 9x is going to be plus 5x. Minus 4 plus 9 is 5, and then minus 12. Okay, that ends the first full expansion of those brackets. Now I'm going to bring down the remaining bracket, x plus 6, and that's going to be multiplied by my new answer, which is there. Okay, so let's look at what we're going to do. Remember, 2 elements in here, 3 elements in here, so do them separately. So we're going to do x times all of this, and we're going to do 6 times all of this. Okay, so if we do x times it, x times 3x squared is going to be 3x cubed. X times 5x is going to be 5x squared. X times minus 12 is going to be minus 12x. Leave that alone for a moment and multiply everything by 6 now. 6 times 3x squared is going to be 18x squared. 6 times 5x is going to be 30x. 6 times minus 12 is going to be minus 72. And now we've got an answer here and an answer here, and we need to put them all together. So write it out as a long string. 3x squared plus 5x squared, sorry, 3x cubed plus 5x squared minus 12x plus 18x squared plus 30x minus 72. And now it's just a matter of collecting like terms and getting to the final answer. So there is only one cubed element, so that's going to be 3x cubed remaining in the answer. The squared elements, we've got 5x squared and we've got 18x squared. 5 plus 18 is 23, so that's going to be 23x squared. The regular x elements, we've got minus 12 plus 30. Okay, minus 12 plus 30 is the same as 30 minus 12, and that's going to be 18, 18x And then we've got 72 at the end, minus 72 there, and we've completed the entire thing. Okay, so remember what we did then. We multiplied the first two brackets together as a straightforward double bracket expansion. Get your answer, simplify. And then multiply your new answer by the third bracket by separating the elements and doing them as single bracket expansions. When you've got your two answers, bundle them all together, collect like terms, and you're done. And that's a very high grade piece of work. And providing you go slowly, methodically, and keep an eye on the negatives, there's no reason why you can't do that really easily. Thank you for watching Maths is Not a Mystery. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.